My name is Lowry and I'm the Government Chief Information Officer. First time I became aware of the IPA was right back in 1999. At the time, I was part of an organisation called the Business Development Service in the Northern Ireland Civil Service. Part of our function was training, development and education, and so it was natural for us to reach out to our colleagues in IPA. I think blended learning is really important. I think opportunities for networking is really important. And actually, I think a hub to go and be familiar with and be comfortable with and meet other colleagues is really important. It is so much more fulfilling than other types of training. And the IPA gives you all of those things. And that's why I think the IPA is such an important partner of government and public service. I think one of the really important features and strengths of the IPA is the fact that they can tailor courses exactly to the needs of the civil service, public service. And if I can give you an example of this that I'm personally involved with, artificial intelligence started to come really to the fore. We developed in Deeper a very specific course with the IPA, and I was involved in some of the teaching on that course, and it was very, very well received by the public servants because the actual training met them at their place of work and dealt with their policies regarding data privacy and security and all of those things. And so there was a very natural fit between the innovation, which was the introduction of artificial intelligence and specifically what's called large language models, and the training, which was absolutely fit for purpose and preparing people for that. I believe the public service and the staffing level is going to undergo considerable change even between now and 2030. So when we're talking about staff changing and changing their roles considerably going forward, the government will ever more need a body who's going to give them that level of support. That's technical skills, it's how to actually use the technology and so on, but more importantly, it's actually preparing them in how they can have the confidence to do jobs differently, to take on new tasks, new activities, and actually drop the ones that are no longer required. So it's not just a training exercise, it's actually development of the person and building up their confidence to take on a new role. And that's where the IPA training model is going to be so important.